Good morning, Uriel. You're up early. Is something on your mind?
No, I'm fine, I think. It's just the moon.
Beautiful, isn't it? Just like the night your mother and I got married.
But it's only been 3 days since I consulted the sea hag to help me reach my full potential as a mermaid during a new moon, and now the moon is full again.
What are you talking about? Your powers develop naturally during puberty. There was never a need for you to ask the sea hag for help. Sure, you're okay. You seem a little confused.
Yeah, I guess it must have been a dream then. A very weird dream that felt very real.
Well, if you don't feel like going back to bed, you might as well go into the kitchen and help your mother prepare breakfast.
Wait, Mom is here? She's not with the apostles of Saint Taz?
What? That was a good one, but don't ever let her hear it. You know how little she thinks of religious fanatics.
Too late, I heard you. But it's okay, I guess I deserve it for taking the Bible too literally for the majority of my life.
Remember the time you wanted to throw a child into Mount Magma as a sacrifice to Mother Earth?
Oh please, don't mention it. That was the thing that made me finally quit that cult.
My parents seem to be getting along just fine. Why did I ever think otherwise?
Skimbo Sabavi, Frosham, Shimpit Hapiam, Yimflo Resakan.
Yasinarp Roshpa, Verobi Sapino, Chinabs, Balafoy,
Dornoi Samzo, Snosha Fleazak, Obina Poplar, Skimbo Sabavi, Frosham, Avini, Inazuk,
Midi Zarkon, Quetsinos Roshpa, Ogenjo Miva Ben Fleeve,
Kaljo Dorishi, Inafesh Septa, Yabefete, Hapiam Evane, Monocorbo, huh?
Zoraba, Yidavelk, Woymak Ilaniv, Delroy, Wadisa, Plameba Mepigs, Woyamuk Oblees, Fricani Sablarb, Upsaba,
Postahibine.
Siblings, not lovers. Interesting. But other than that, nothing new. Guess I should come back another time.
Momokai! Momara! Watabi? Zabor?
Eskafane, Spino, K-Moose, Lap, Baintrip, Zigafin, Yadavel, Apliva, and Grips, Beastba Nerd, Sparsa Flinko, Mistibi Funo, Larkham, Espo,
Thenep de Selib.
Uma Flozit, Qzit Bonza, Larbin Thori, Sabana,
Bain Schwarben, Duga Sivar, Sorb,
Cardu Sebi, Toboy Spuano, Bayan, Flynn, Bina Flim, Crummit.
Shaylee, Miko Bies, Gazo, Dorbo, Nima Shorb, Torque Yonki,
Lamea Slash, Bono, Unoyo Hanape, Chilo, Sham Samu, Yuri Chaubo, Zimboy Gwinigay, Miguel Nashunik, Rob Lakarzum, Wash Theory,
Astolal, Osto, Sush, Flina Lol, Acho, Torque, Shuksona, La Horza, Fury Sarzel, Yelin Moom, Lala Cole, Malpa,
Krizalanu, Glona Shispa, and Zana Cruz.
So they never ate the fruit. No talking snake either, and no exile from paradise. Seems like our oldest history book got even more things wrong than I thought. You're making breakfast, Evelyn? Perfect. You would never believe me what I just saw, which is why I'm not even going to tell you.
Elise,
Aaron.
is this supposed to be a joke? How did you even get in here? And what happened to your hair?
I was just about to ask you the same thing.
Get out of my house. Jacob will be up any minute now, and I won't let you take him too. Both you and Mischief have gone too far. You're no longer welcome here.
What the hell is wrong with the world?
And that's it for today. When you repeat these exercises at home, don't forget to light a sacred candle. It keeps the evil spirits away. Thank you all for coming, and see you next week.
Lady Angelica,
Yes?
could you tell me more about this wellness center? I'm interested in a membership.
Just a membership? How about a job? I don't know you, but you have a very calming aura that tells me you're at peace with yourself, something not often found in young people. You could use that to help others achieve inner peace too.
Thanks. I'll think about it, but I'd like to look around first.
Feel free. My daughter teaches yoga classes downstairs. If you would like a massage, talk to my son. Happy endings are extra though.
A family business, I see.
Mostly, yes. We came to Sulani on vacation about 10 years ago, after my husband's death. There is something special about these islands, a sense of peace and harmony that I have never felt anywhere else. The perfect place to relax and come to terms with pretty much anything. My children thought so too, and so we never left again.
Your husband is dead.
He was a good man, and now he's a good angel in heaven. I'm certain of it. Call me crazy, but this island is exactly how I imagine it. Heaven, I mean. Another reason to stay here. It feels like I'm close to my husband again, even though I can't see him.
By far not the craziest thing I've seen today. I think I should go now.
Take one of these healing candles with you. I mean it. They can save your life.
I still can't believe our teacher yelled at Nanny like that just for being 5 minutes late. Did you see her face? I thought she was going to cry.
Yeah, poor Nanny. Literally. Her family is so poor they can't even afford an aquazip, and since her mermaid tail hasn't grown yet, she has to take the ferry to school while everybody else just swims.
Really?
Yeah, that's why she's always late. The ferry schedule and the schools aren't geared to each other at all. I should know, I had the same problem before we got our aquazip.
But why? You have always been a mermaid, unlike Nanny. You could have swum.
You're right. But then, why did I?
Good afternoon, Uriel. I see you're finally settling for boys your age rather than throwing yourself at adult men.
Excuse me.
Which makes it all the more regrettable that I have to interrupt this wonderful date. There are indeed occasions where teenage girls spending time with centuries-old vampires isn't creepy, you understand?
No, I don't. What is a vampire?
Oh dear, it's even worse than I thought. Anyway, would you mind?
What the hell are you thinking? What's going on?
Good question. Do you know who I am?
Of course, you are. Wait, no, I shouldn't know you. Or should I? I don't know. I'm confused.
Let me guess, your head is filled with conflicting memories of two different realities. You keep saying and assuming things you know to be true, but the world around you suggests otherwise, and everyone you meet looks or acts somewhat off without realizing it.
Exactly. It's been like this all day. I think I'm going crazy. Am I a medium or something?
No. Things like this happen when someone messes with the timeline, and I know only one person who could have done that. We have to find her before things get worse.
Hello? Anyone home? I was told that I could find Mischief here. Studio Donna looks very different, like everything lately.
Stay where you are, bitch.
Serena, is that you?
You know exactly who I am. Thought you could silence your conscience by just pretending not to know the families of your victims. Then again, probably not, because that would require you to have a conscience in the first place.
I don't have any idea what you're talking about. What did I do to you?
What didn't you do, you and that fucking Diamond Witch?
Diamond Witch? Is that I am Mammini by any chance?
That charity icon on Sulani. What fucking drug are you on? And she goes by Lady Angelica now, by the way.
Then who is Mischief?
I am.
Evelyn?
Did you come here to negotiate? I understand. David is your nephew after all. Well then, this is your last chance to give him back. Otherwise, I won't spare you just because we're sisters, not after you've demonstrated so unambiguously how little family matters to you.
But it does. It's the only reason I'm doing all this. Whatever this is.
How is killing my son good for our family?
Killing?
Of course, the same thing you did to my Beryl and to Max's daughter. Has the Diamond Witch brainwashed you to a point where you actually believe in her cause? Or are you here to distract us so she and her fucking hellhound can keep stealing more children without us noticing?
Either way, you've made your choice. Goodbye, Elise.
Oh my dog. I have to get to Sulani at once.
Hey. What's wrong?
Nothing is wrong. Everything is just right. Look at this sunset. So beautiful. I feel inspired to sit down and write a romance novel about a man falling in love with the goddess of the evening sun.
When are you going to finish that love song about the man and the moon goddess?
The moon has been less inspiring those past few days, but tonight is a full moon again, so we'll see. You know me, I'm a romantic. I always need our celestial bodies to be in the right spot to get in the right mood.
Well, if you want, I can take a look at the sky tonight and reveal what the celestial bodies have in store for your love life. You may want to write a romantic poem about that guy you massaged today. He could be a good match based on your zodiac signs.
Dear God, or whatever is ruling the world at the moment. This is so unreal.
They don't call it God, but Mother Earth. Is everything upside down in this timeline?
Not necessarily, just different on the surface, while the base elements remain unchanged. Tiamo is still a writer and a musician. Wilbica is still interested in the stars, albeit more from an astrological perspective than a scientific one, and they seem to keep the same company. I don't remember if I'm still a part of it though. Wonder what would happen if I just walked in there and said hello.
I wouldn't risk it if I were you. My own sister tried to kill me. She is Mischief in this alternate universe and not very friendly, but at least you still look and sound like yourself.
Alternate universe? I figured it was you who messed up the timeline. No one else I know has that power, or a convenient wormhole generator in their basement.
I swear, I don't understand what went wrong. I didn't touch anything in the past, just watched, and nothing happened. Except when I returned, everything was suddenly different. Then I came here looking for Aya, but it seems like the rumors about her being a charity icon are true.
Yeah, no, the Mamminis are not going to help us in this case. They're completely different people. Why was everybody else affected by the timeline changes, but not the three of us?
Elise is the one who caused them, so the memories of our alter ego were overridden by those from the original timeline. As for us, I assume it's because we were blessed by an angel not too long ago. Angel magic is much more powerful than that of any ordinary witch, vampire or other occult.
Speaking of vampires, I still remember what they are, even though my classmate obviously didn't. Could that help us figure out what's going on?
According to Charmaine, the old legend about vampires coming into this world after Adam and Eve ate a fruit from the forbidden tree of knowledge is most likely true. But if they never ate the fruit, there wouldn't be any vampires, and that's the scenario I saw in the past, for whatever reason.
Perhaps your mere presence somehow altered the timeline.
I don't know, that never happened before. But then again, it was also the first time I traveled that far back.
Excuse me, are you the Obsidian Witch?
Yes. How can I help you?
I was asked to deliver a message. The others are waiting for you at the sacrificial site. Be there before midnight, as usual.
Thank you.
So you go by Obsidian Witch in this reality?
No idea, but Serena mentioned a Diamond Witch, and I seem to be in cahoots with her, so it makes sense. Well, if she's the one waiting for me, she'll be disappointed, because I don't even know what or where that sacrificial site is.
Mount Magma. My parents talked about it this morning, and apparently it plays a part in this world's version of the Bible too.
In that case, we should go there. Whoever that Diamond Witch is, perhaps Perhaps she can tell us more about the religious culture of this timeline and help us figure out what went wrong in the past that way.
Can I just say that I'm still not over you talking about time travel like it's no big deal. Imagine my friends asking, "Hey Muriel, what did you have for lunch today?" And I'm like, "Oh, nothing special, just some delicious fruit that no longer exists today. Had to travel to the Cambrian period and fight a few dinosaurs over it."
Dinosaurs had not yet evolved in the Cambrian period.
Not the point, Obsidian Witch.
Well, what can I tell you? The more you learn about the universe, the less seems impossible.
Quiet. That has to be them.
Charmaine.
There you are. I was afraid you wouldn't make it in time. And what a surprise, you brought the daughter of the former Obsidian Witch.
You can't be talking about me. Are you the Diamond Witch?
No, of course not. I'm the Ruby Witch. Isn't that obvious by the beautiful red color of my ceremonial gown? Why didn't you bring yours, Elise? Wait, let me fix that. There, much better.
Now we're almost complete. The moon is full, the molten earth is boiling and awaiting our sacrifice.
Prudence Lacra.
Yes, that's me. I don't know who you are, but since you're here now, I assume you haven't completely renounced our old traditions. Good to see you too, Noriel. The more of us go out there and remind our modern civilization of its own roots, the better. And here comes the Emerald Witch with today's sacrifice.
David.
Don't go soft now. You agreed to this.
But I didn't. Let me go.
What are you going to do to him?
The same thing we do to a child every month. Sacrifice him to Mother Earth, like our ancestors did in the Garden of Eden. Mother Earth has always been very upfront about what she expects from her followers. It's a shame that most people nowadays, even those who call themselves believers, have forgotten the old traditions and replaced them with their own, just because it's more convenient.
But you're the ones who got it wrong. The humans who lived here thousands of years ago didn't sacrifice their own to appease some deity. They were starving. If anything was ever thrown into that volcano, it was the big carnivores they were fighting for this fertile valley, because that must have been the easiest way to dispose of them.
You don't even know what you're saying. Ah, I should have known not to trust our newest member so quickly.
I'm sorry, Prudence. I was certain she would see the light eventually.
Well, anyway, you won't stop us from going through with the ritual. What matters is the sacrifice, not the amount of people witnessing it.
You shut up now. David, come to me.
Watch out.
Go back in time, Elise. Do whatever it takes to restore the original timeline. I'll hold them off.
Prudence, no!
Stay here. Eat this fruit. I know your elders forbade it, maybe even told you it's poisonous, but they're just afraid that you might discover something they don't know themselves. Are you willing to starve to death just so they can get their way? This fruit won't kill you. To the contrary, it will make you more powerful. Try it.
Remind me again why we're all wearing red today.
Because it's the color of love, and Grande has found his. Although I'm still surprised that Mum approved of this.
I didn't, but no one asked for my permission anyway. Can you believe this rudeness? There is another love story going on that I very much approve of though.
Forget it, Mum. I'm still not getting married.
We'll see about that.
Mum, you can't
Hi
just
there.
walk around and tell
Elise,
people to marry
you're
and
back.
when and how.
Where
That's
did you
not
go
how
last
these
night?
things work.
One moment we were attending the Apostles' service together, the next, you were gone.
Sorry, I had some urgent business to take care of. But I assume everything is alright around here. Or did I miss anything?
Everything is normal.
Really? Where is Nuriel?
In bed, she has school tomorrow. How do you even know Nuriel? I don't remember us introducing you to her.
Hey Willie, a little support over here. You must have an opinion on this too.
About you and Leviathan? Well, there's no denying that you'd make a great couple, but...
See?
You're supposed to be on my side.
Why? Because we're siblings? Doesn't stop you from teasing me all the time.
Good to see the world as we know it has been restored. But I still don't understand how it got turned upside down in the first place. You said we couldn't do anything to stop the calamity from happening someday in the future, or go back in time to change the past in a major way, because time has a way of protecting itself.
And that is still true. The alternate timeline wasn't really so different from ours when you think about it. There was a hellhound on Earth in both timelines, seeking out powerful witches in one and innocent children in the other. Also in both timelines, there was a war going on between Mischief and Prudence that ended with the death of the latter. Who of them is a witch, the true identity of Mischief, and the exact circumstances of Prudence's death are variables that may matter to us, but not to the big picture.
But one of those witches' sacrifices to Mother Earth was Beryl Kaylane, and she's still alive in this timeline. Does that mean she's fated to die soon?
Not necessarily. Alternate I's husband had been dead for 10 years, yet our Lorenzo is still alive and kicking as far as I know. We can't be entirely sure, but we can't fight fate either, so I wouldn't worry about it too much.
There is one other thing that worries me though. My nephew, David. He was with me when I forced Adam and Eve to eat the forbidden fruit, and he's the only thing that didn't change back. His hair is still the same color as Evelyn's. He remembers everything that happened on that volcano, and that I am an evil witch who intended to sacrifice him.
Well, of course. The first time you rewrote history, the original you replaced your alternate counterpart, memories included, because you were the one who caused the changes. If David was with you when you did it again, the same thing must have happened to him.
What? So, are you telling me that I killed my nephew and replaced him with the doppelganger from an alternate timeline?
Time travel is a dangerous game, Elise. You always knew that. Where is he now?
In my secret basement, frozen in time so he doesn't stir up any trouble with his parents while I'm trying to fix this. I have to get back to him right now. Who are you? What do you want?
To stop you, Dr. Elise Donovan. You have gone too far.